All right, we are ready to go. Okay, so it has been, well, since Tuesday, since last I played, so we have a little bit of remembering where we left off. If I remember correctly, we did one mission at this particular planet, or in the system, and it went well from what I remember. We probably have some repairs to do, so let's take a look at that. So the Panther should be now ready to go. All of the systems should be installed. The only thing we haven't done is we haven't painted it. So we're going to go ahead and paint it. I don't know what scheme I'm going to go with just yet. But what I will do is just come in here and I'll do it the super inefficient way. But it's actually a little easier. I believe somebody said, you know, you could put it in the chat and Twitch. But honestly, that because this is full screen, that actually take me quite a bit more work than probably like you. But all right, so the main thing is what is the style we want to go with. Let's take a little bit of a look at some of them, see what they look like. You'll have to ignore the colors, but mostly we're more concerned about, you know, that actually looks really nice on the Panther. This kind of snakeskin or scaly look. Yeah, I like that one. We will change the colors, though, to the appropriate ones. You know, one of these times I should come up with my own paint scheme, because we're going off of kind of the one they gave us, which isn't bad. It's kind of close to what our colors are as far as our logo goes. But we have kind of like a more distinct blue than this. That would require me redoing the paint job of every single mech I have. But for right now, we're just focused on this. And doing it the colors we have. Okay, so we also want this color, which I would make more of like a yellow rather than this more tan color if I were to do my own colors. I guess we could play around with that if we really wanted to, but I just want to see what these colors look like before I really make my mind up. Yeah, that's not a bad look. Okay, let's go ahead and... I don't know if the blue looks as good with the scales, but it still looks okay, I guess. Now we just have the last color to go. Which honestly, the colors on there probably not that far off. It's more or less an off-white that we use. But just for the sake of sameness. Your own symbols to be... Yeah, that'd be nice, having your own symbols to put on the mechs. Another thing, and this is what somebody brought up, it'd be nice if you could change what your default is. Or, rather than change the default, have your own company paint scheme. That way, bam, it's ready to go, right? That's something they kind of need to add in. Maybe they'll come in with a DLC or something. I don't really know, but that's something they really need to do. Alright, that should be the last color. Okay, looks pretty good. But as I said, if I were to do this, I'd probably use the same, like, overall blue, but I would go for, rather than this, like, kind of grayish blue, make it more of a brighter blue, but then also, like, you know, I don't really like that. Alright, let me hit, revert, which would go back to the colors. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to really play around with this stuff, and it'd take a long time. Maybe I do that off stream or something, but right now I'm happy with the colors as they are, because they're close enough. But I'd be looking for more of a yellow rather than a tan. Oh yeah, I know. That's how I was doing it with Jirby. I was copying the code here and pasting it, but I just wish there was a better way to save it than having to do that every time. Well, in any case, at least we got the Panther ready to go. Let's do our repairs. I don't think any systems got knocked out, but just for the sake of argument, I am going to open up this because you really don't know if a system's been knocked out unless you look in here. So we'll just go ahead and hit repair all. Pretty basic. It's going to take 6 days, so we'll have that work done. 2 more days because of the where we're at. I believe there's one more contract here, so we probably want to stick around. Again, I don't think we have anything to replace, but just to make sure, so I don't make a big mistake in that regard. Yeah, this one looks good as well. Okay. And then finally the Commando, which we may not use, but might as well repair it anyway. Yeah, that looks good too. We're mostly just repairing armor here, which is something you don't have to do in BattleTech. All right, so we are going to have to wait 10 days for the Centurion. That's quite a while. Alright, well, in any case, let's go ahead and take a look. One thing I want to take a look at real quick. I want to see if I can find something. It might not be that easy for me to find. There's Shiloh. There it is, Solaris. I really hope you can go here and do the Solaris games. But I don't know if that's going to be in this game or not. Again, maybe a DLC, but hey, Solaris is at least on the map. So... interesting. Well, we don't see anything going on right now, and there's Terra. We don't see anything going on. I mean, as far as I know, there's only going to be contracts within these things. Oh, what is this? Hero mech on market. Okay, I think I know what the hero mechs are. That's something that I think that comes from MechWarrior Online. So we have a defense contract left here. And then after that, we really just have to determine where to go. We do have a high reward quest here. I don't think we are supposed to do anything else. Let's see what home says. So it just says increase your reputation, take contracts, and expand your company. So I'm not sure if we are supposed to go to this yellow place yet. Because it says quest. I mean, maybe that's somewhere we're supposed to go. But let's say we finish this contract here. What we could do is we could maybe check this, because this is a rare mech. I'm kind of curious what it is, but we could also just go to Ulysses instead, because we went to Hickok last time, if I remember correctly. We either go to Ulysses or Sullivan, and then maybe we skip over and we go to this, because there is at least 2 contracts here, 2 contracts there, a bunch more over here. Whereas these are kind of far away. It depends if this is a more difficult zone. It says that your recommended level is 4. I honestly don't know if the borders are going to shift or not. Now, from what I've read, this game is supposed to encompass a lot more time periods, or the time span is supposed to be a lot longer than it is in BattleTech. In BattleTech, you're only talking about a few years, perhaps, passing. This is decades. Decades pass in this game, so it's quite possible we will see some shifting of borders, but I don't know that for sure. I guess we'll find out. Alright, well, in any case, let's do what we are here to do, which is the 1 contract. So I'm going to go ahead and wait. Wait. Now, we could do the contract right now, if we wanted to. I wouldn't have to wait for the Centurion. Because at this point, we have at least 4 mechs to run. I don't know what I would pilot. Maybe the Panther. So what I'm going to do, before I make a set decision, let's see what the contract, what its weight is like. It's the most difficult mission we've done so far, so we might want to wait for it. But let's see how much drop weight they're going to give us, and that might determine some of our choice. So they're going to give us, where's the drop weight? Should be listed. Ah, down here, 160. That's the most drop weight they've given us so far. All right, let's see what we've got. So I've got 2 35-ton mechs, a 50-ton mech, so that'd be 80 tons right there. So that 4th mech, there's no way I could possibly be above that weight limit. The next lightest mech that we have is a 30-ton mech. So that would bring us to... Wait, did I do the math wrong? I did the math wrong. So 70 plus 50 would be 120. Yeah, so we'd be at 150. 150 would be where we would be at. So I'd have 10 tons left over. So probably I should wait for the Centurion to be done. That's good. That doesn't mean that we could probably squeeze in another medium mech at some point. How the green guys haven't been smushed yet. Oh, they have. That's why it looks like that. They're the of the great houses, they're the ones in the most dire straits. I think the main reason, if we look at the star map, why that hasn't happened is because House Davian is probably more concerned with the Decronus Combine up here than they are of finishing off the Capellans. I'm not as big of a expert on the lore, but from what I know of the lore, maybe that's the reason. Well, they get hit even harder once the Fourth Succession War starts. Right now, we still have 10 years to go in, I don't know, yeah. Okay, we have 9 years to go for the Third Succession War. So we still are in the Third Succession War at the tail end of it. And there's a 3-year lull. And then you have the Fourth Succession War. And these guys get crushed even harder, if you can believe that. But all right, let's go ahead and yeah, I'll wait. Oh, okay, yeah. Question. So Leo's asking, with BattleTech, where are you on the map? So the Aurigan Reach is right about here. And then you have the Canopians over here, the Tarians over here. All the periphery states aren't being actually listed as a faction here. The stars are there, but their actual territory is not being marked. Which is interesting because if I remember correctly, what was that under? Operations? Some of the factions being listed here, like the Outworlds Alliance, I'm pretty sure is a periphery state. I could be wrong on that. Any case, let's go ahead and... Yeah, but most of the periphery factions are not being listed here. You have bandits, outlaws, but... Yeah, none of the periphery states. Okay, well, in any case, let's go ahead and go back to home. We will wait our 4 days. Alright, let's do the contract. So, difficulty 13, which is the highest we've done so far. I think the other one we did was maybe 11. So we have 6 negotiation points. Yeah, so the time frame, from what I understand, is supposed to go up to 3049 right before the clans show up. So it's possible there'll be a DLC that adds on the periphery states, maybe Solaris. There's a lot of stuff they could expand, like... And then obviously the clan invasion. And this being the people that did MechWarrior Online, they already have a lot of the clan assets. I mean, I don't know if they're taking the old assets from MechWarrior Online, but the clan stuff is in MechWarrior Online, so that wouldn't surprise me too much if that is a future DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. All right, so probably I should take a bunch of shares here. So I can take up to 3 points into that, which puts us up to 8 shares total, which would be enough to get another light mech. I think we were seeing some, the lighter end was like 6, but I think we saw some that were 7. Maybe we could get up to 8 shares, so we might be able to get a mech out of this with that many shares. We're not being paid a lot of money for this one, but I still have 3 points. So I'm going to put 2 points into money, so we're up to 416,000 C-bills. And then I'm going to put 1 into damages, which is going to cover me for up to 172,500 C-bills worth of damage. So that's how I'm going to do it. I think the damage insurance actually does make a lot of sense, especially as you are having to repair armor. So in this game, you're repairing your mechs way more frequently than you are in BattleTech, because in the BattleTech video game, you never have to do that. You never have to repair armor, which, I mean... kind of, you know, doesn't make sense from the lore perspective, but... Or the tabletop game perspective, because in tabletop game you have to repair armor as well. But I understand why BattleTech does it the way it does. And with this game having a much longer time frame, I don't think it really matters that you're sitting around a lot more. Also, your financial time, like when you have to pay your fees, is like 3-month period, rather than just a single month like it is in BattleTech. All right, let's go ahead and accept. Oh, I didn't read the thing. Pirate forces have landed on the planet and are preparing for an assault on valuable infrastructure. Rebuff their attack and prevent them from crippling this vital location. Okay. So we'll probably just stick with things as is. The main thing I'm going to swap out probably. The judgment call we have to make is, do we want to keep the Javelin around or do we want to remove the Panther? And also, if we were to use the Panther, which pilot would use it? Well, right now, I think the best pilot for the job would actually be probably Captain Pierre. Although Freeman would probably be the one that I would want to long-term use it. Because he has abilities that I think would play more into what the Panther is well-suited for. So yeah, let's go ahead and just give him the Panther. And then I'm going to upgrade the Commando to the Javelin, because the Javelin has a little bit more survivability, which I think is pretty important. The Commando does more damage, but I kind of want my my allies here to survive. So yeah, that's my thought on that. Okay, let's go ahead and ready up. All right. Oh, I meant to check something. I'll do it as soon as we start in the mission. Oh, we're not dropping in this time. All right, give me 1 second. I want to check something. Because somebody gave me a piece of advice, but I don't actually know how to do it. So I'm going to try and look to see what we can figure out for the keybind. Mostly what I'm looking for here, free look, so control. Okay. And let me just double check that that works how I think it's going to work.
Our
All right.
employer feels hostile forces are moving against their industrial settlement.
That's what I thought.
We need to locate the facility and secure it against all external threats. Let's get a move on it.
Now the reason why that's important is notice how much further I can move the arm by doing the free look. Also, I can aim my left arm, which is the, I think I'm remembering that correctly.
But don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Mercenary Lance, we're grateful for your assistance. We sacrificed a lot for the community to grow to what it is. We're not ready to just let others come
Panther
in
took that
and
one
rip
out.
that away from us.
Oh, Mech.
Tangos appear to be bringing in additional reinforcements. Brace yourselves.
We have seismic alarms
that was a big
triggering
miss.
at the outer perimeter of our community.
Oh, too far away.
Got another one.
I'm trying to hit that damn helicopter. There, I got it. It didn't die, though. Die, bastard!
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
That's exactly the arm we don't want them to be shooting.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Alright.
I got it.
Another target.
Additional contacts just cross the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Ooh, okay, mechs blow up in my face if I don't get away from them. Alright, we took a bunch of damage because of that. That was a nice lesson learned. Alright, we gotta get around here. We're on the wrong side of the facility. There's another enemy behind me. I'm gonna focus on this enemy because that other enemy I think has either been killed or at least my allies can focus on it. I'm very hot right now. Just let myself cool off for a bit. All right.
Target acquired.
Damn. Recoil on this thing is pretty intense. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to hit. Die.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Go vehicle on the other side of this hill. which I'm not really in position to do anything about. Really sure how much more enemy we have to take care of. Obviously, there's this one vehicle. Maybe that's the last thing.
Target acquired.
Ah, I'm stuck.
Target.
Hostiles are escalating their assault on your position, Commander.
That coming in.
Be careful.
Oh, big boy here.
Acquired.
Oh, that's the wrong button again. I have to get used to my keybinds because it's been a little while since I played. Somebody's hitting me from behind.
New target acquired.
Come on, guys, help me here. I'm getting swarmed. Alright.
Critical.
Damn locust.
This area is operating at half strength, Commander. If you're going to make
Alright,
a
I'm gonna
move,
ignore that
now
thing because
is
that
the time.
helicopter is messing up the building. Unchecked, more or less. Oh, come on, that wasn't enough?
Target destroyed.
There we go. Now we can focus on this stupid thing.
Target destroyed.
Got him.
Well done, Commander. The area is secure.
Alright, cool. Maybe we should get all our secondary objectives as well? At least I think so. I feel like I'm a little rusty. We'll iron that stuff out. But yeah, that locust was just messing me up because I was focused on the Phoenix Hawk too much there. Alright. Good payout. Okay, salvage. We apparently did not get any mechs that I'm seeing. Alright, so let's just focus on what we've got here. Quality 1 machine gun. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. I feel like I'm wasting a lot of my picks here, but I'm gonna go also pick up the half ton of ammo. I mean, we could probably buy this kind of stuff, so... But these are all tier 1, so I don't know if I really want them. I'm gonna take the machine guns and the medium laser, because those are actually better quality level. And what I might end up doing is selling all of the stuff that I have that is like the low quality junk that I'm probably never going to use. I don't know what the difference between the different classes of jump jets are. Oh, that turning around. Well, we kind of needed to because that locust was just trying to get behind us. We don't have very many of these class 4 jump jets. We have quite a bit of the class 5s. So I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of those. And then I think the last couple are going to be heat sinks here. We will need a bunch of those later on, probably. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to end up going with. It's not a lot of value of salvage, but it is what it is. At least it advances us along where we want to go. Okay. So Freeman there was able to level up some things. Okay. At least he'll give him more weapon variety, so he can get this missile skill leveled up. Alright. I took a lot more damage than I should have. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so we're going to travel. More than likely, it would be a bad idea for me to repair now. So instead, what I'm going to do... I guess we just go to any console, it doesn't really matter. We think about where we're going to want to travel and where we're going to end up going. The missions over here will probably be easier missions. But it's kind of a far jump away from any of the industrial zones. So no matter where I go, it's going to be a pretty decent jump. Right? So if I come over here, I mean, yeah, we're looking at 34 days. If I come over here, we're looking at 27, and then I'd have to jump all the way over there. So, alternatively, what we do, if we come to this area, it's a little bit more difficult, but we've got a high reward mission here. Maybe we jump down to Sullivan, which is only one jump away. Probably Ulysses is similar, but we have more of a reason to come here. That's 27 days. That's 20 days. I guess what we could do is we could go down to Ulysses, which is a quicker jump, and then we could go to here, and then when we're done with here, we jump back to Sullivan, and then from Sullivan, maybe we go down to Parma. That makes sense. And that way we're at least hitting Sullivan at some point to see what that rare mech is. And maybe we'd be able to afford it at that point, because we didn't have a lot of money, because I'd spent a lot of it the last time we were in Industrial Zone. And we don't really have the money to buy a whole lot now. So I think we check out the rare mech maybe when we have the money after we go to this high reward quest. Alright, let's go ahead and travel and see what we find. Okay, are you sure? Yes, set course. So what I'm starting to learn from this game is that a lot more time is spent in between missions. You really have to think about when you want to do repairs and stuff. You can't just do them anywhere. All right. So we're here. Let's go to the market first. So we've got a fairly beat up fire starter. Pretty good condition javelin, but we already have one of those. Although it's the different variant. It's the SRM-61. Locust 1V. Not very badly damaged, although we would have to replace the machine gun. And that arm. And then an urban mech. I would say kind of rough. Javelin is just mostly armor damage is what we'd have to repair. Well, none of this can we afford and, you know, whatever. But let's go ahead and go to the equipment. That's the thing that's going to be more important. So we've got an LRM-10 that is tier 2. I might pick that up. An LRM-5 that's tier 2. SRM-2 tier 2. Alright. Now we can see what the classes are. So class 5 goes from 20 to 35 tons. See, this is one of those things because I have a lot of experience with tabletop game. This whole class system of jump jets does not exist in the tabletop game. You use the same level of jump jet to get you from 20 tons all the way up to 55 tons, whereas this game kind of breaks that down even further. So class 5 is 20 to 35, class 4 is 40 to 55, and then so on. Once you get up to class 3, it's a ton apiece. Class 4 and 5 are a half a ton apiece. Okay. I'm kind of leaning towards getting that LRM-10 because LRM-10s are always going to be fairly useful weapons, and if we could get a tier 2 one, I think that's pretty valuable. I don't know about the LRM-5. There might be circumstances where we'd be using that, but I think the LRM-10 is going to be the more valuable thing to pick up here because there's a lot of Mexican do that. Yeah, let's go with that. This is the one that does the missiles and a... How do they term it? A stream rather than just all at once. I'm not really sure what the advantage of that is, but we'll go ahead and buy. I'm just going to buy one. There are two, but I don't think we can afford that many. We'll just buy one. Okay. Do we want to sell anything? Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards selling all of the things that we have that are like low quality things that. We already have higher quality things, so we don't really need to keep it around. So the LRM-10s, they can go bye-bye because I already have 3 quality 1 LRM-10s. We just bought a quality 2 LRM-10. So I'm going to go ahead and sell 3 of these. And you get a lot more money in this game versus Battletech. So selling actually makes a lot of sense in this game. We have plenty of level or tier 1 medium lasers, so we're going to sell all these. I don't have any autocannon 5s, so I'm not sure if I should sell those just yet. SRM-2, SRM-4, SRM-6. Yeah, we don't have as much of these things. The ammo we should probably stick a hold on to because That's going to be useful no matter what the tier weapon is. And then for battle mechs in our inventory, I don't think we're going to sell anything right now. Yeah, I think that's good. So, in the end, we ended up coming out with a little bit extra money, which is nice. Okay, let's go to the battle mechs and repair them. I'm pretty sure nobody took any serious damage, but we could always just double check. Make sure we're not making a mistake on that. So, go to details. I mean, I guess stuff that's in details would be listed here. No, that's what you install. Never mind. Okay, repair. Okay, that's going to take 4 days, which is fine because we've got time to travel anyway. Okay, let's go ahead and edit loadout. Oh, I mean, this is the mech I piloted, so I'm pretty sure it didn't take any damage, but just again, extra sure in case I missed something. 6 days. The Jenner. Okay. Repair all. 2 days. And the Panther. Loadout. Double check. Good. Repair all. Start work. Okay, 2 days. Alright, not bad. So I think we bought what we wanted to buy here. The only thing we'd want to really look at is there anything here that's like quality 1 that we don't have a lot of that we would like to have more of? Like, for example, these SRM6s. Oh, actually, it would help if I was on their list. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have a lot of things here. Okay. I'm tempted to buy that other quality 2 LRM-10, but I think we pass on it for now. Because we don't have any mechs that can use it at the moment, so this is more buying it for the future. I might not mind a quality 1 large laser, but I don't know. We'll just move on. Okay, let's go to the star map. And from Ulysses, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that is an ugly jump. I assumed it was just going to be 1 jump, but it seems like we have to go in a much more roundabout way. Well, if that's what we're going to do, we might as well go to Pattonsburg instead. And then maybe we can go down to Sullivan after these contracts. It's going to be cheaper to do that, and it's going to take less time. Yeah, alright. Not really what I would have preferred to do, but that's what I'm going to do. Alright, let's go ahead and jump. It's also good knowing what the contracts are going to be before you jump into a system. Alright, so we got 2 contracts. Oh, the system has a black market. What is the deal with that? Let's click on this. Ah, so it's like a separate market. They have battle mechs? They do. Pretty badly damaged. Ooh, a Phoenix Hawk. This is actually not in bad condition. A couple of weapons are destroyed. But the only thing that's really missing is the arm. The question is, how much is it? Holy crap. Well, that might make some element of sense. The black market is really expensive. Yeah, the black market is way more expensive. But at least it gives you an opportunity. Now, was that marked on the map? Or is that something we're just finding out about? Black market available. Ah. So I took that to mean that it was a another contract, but oh, and we also have to evaluate it that way, don't we? Because there could just be 1 symbol, but actually, so there's 3 contracts here. Oh, all right. So that's a nice lesson learned right there. So we do have 2 contracts here, but there's also a black market. So I really need to look at these more carefully in the future. Okay. We got 3 contracts over here. So this has 2 high reward quests. At first I thought it was like double the reward, but now, so there are 3 contracts here. Okay, cool. All right, well, in any case, let's go back to the home. And I'm gonna guess that when you click on the market button, that's Is it separate from the black market or not? I mean, it seems about the same. Okay. Well, in any case, let's go back home. All right, so we got picking up the pieces and looking at the scraps. Okay. Coalition of Farmers. This is an open call to any and all mercenary commands in the region. Our humble farming complex has suffered greatly at the hands of the Black Inferno. They came through, took out our meager defenses, and put many of our fields to the torch. Pirate raiders, calling themselves Vogels Vandals, have plagued us ever since. We are clinging to what precious little we have left here, but we pooled our funds and are offering honest pay to any command willing to protect our home from these raiders. Drive them away from our planet so that we can live in peace. Warning, accepting this contract may affect the availability of other contracts. Where is this? I don't know where this is. I'm assuming it's here. Do we do this? Hold on. We don't have to accept it just yet. What are these contracts? These are completely different things. Let me look at the star map. Is there like an indication of where this is supposed to be? Because this may require me to jump. I don't really know. Well, I figure we might as well do them, right? So, picking up the pieces and picking at the scraps. Are these like the same side of the same coin? Let's see what this is. Now, this is from Interstellar Expeditions. Nearby systems have been caught in the wake of the Black Inferno's march, so they're vulnerable and exposed. Most of these worlds are simple farming and extraction planets, but they still offer valuable resources that my clients are looking to acquire at, shall we say, reasonable prices. If you're willing to look past any moral quandaries, we'd like you to help us grab the supplies we need by staging a diversionary raid. If you drop into the affected planet and grab the attention of whatever defenses are still viable, then we will send in salvage crews while you're engaging the locals. Anything of value our teams find beyond what we need will be your payment for this contract. If it helps orient your moral compass, don't think of the job as aiding and abetting thievery. Think of the job as accelerated negotiations. Our clients need these supplies far more than the local people do. Wow, all right. Without them, they'll survive, but our clients won't. Accepting this contract may affect the availability of other contracts. So, more or less, yes, this is... We either help the farmers, or we help this corporation that we've done jobs for before, and they did kind of get us out of a pickle, but I think in the end, we want to do the honorable thing. Now, what was the reward here? So either way, we're getting the same amount of reputation, or this one promises sea bills amongst many other things, whereas this one, two things we don't know what they are. Well, I've always tried to be a good guy here, and the good guy choice would be to help the farmers. We can pretend we're in the movie Seven Samurai. Alright. We have accepted that. Oh. Where do we need to go for that? Oh, okay, it's down there. Oh, so that had not been... We had not determined what these quests were going to be yet. So there were two contracts here, but you had to pick between one of them. So, we are not in the system yet. I figure we do the contracts here first, and then we think about this. What I might do is I do the Pattonsburg mission, at least one of them, and then repair, go here. Maybe repair, come back here. Repair, come back over here. It would save us more time doing that. It wouldn't save us money, but... Yeah, we can jump direct between those two. So 13 days. As long as our repairs aren't more than 13 days, we'd be fine. Alright, let's take a look at what contracts we have available here. So we've got 215 contracts. They both pay the exact same amount. They're both Warzone mission types. I don't really know 100% what that means just yet. Okay, this one. Information has leaked out to our enemies about a crucial supply convoy. The survival of it is absolutely critical to our wartime efforts, so it's a convoy escort. Yay! The convoy is carrying weapons, equipment, and raw supplies that is meant for our fighters on the front line. We've detected an incoming enemy force that we'd like you to head off and delay for as long as you can. Okay. Let's see what the other one is. Okay, Pansberg is under attack by vengeful invaders who are here for blood and conquest. Our militia is faltering, and we are in dire need of additional troops to bolster our front line. Any support you can lend to our defense will put us in your debt. So this is a defense base, or a base defend. That sounds not as bad as the convoy one. Otherwise, they're very similar. It's just what points I can put where, which again, you guys can't see because of my head. What points I can put where is going to be the main thing. Different. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this one. We still have the same 6 points. I'm going to put all of that into salvage shares. Maybe back off 1. So we're just going to have 10 shares. I think we can do up to a medium mech with that. And then we're going to put 1 share into more money, which pushes it up to 393. And then damage coverage, we're just going to do 1 point of that. Okay. The tonnage limit is 160 tons, which we've already determined we cannot actually reach. 150 is as good as we can do. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and accept. Okay. So I think the 4 mechs that we have lined up here is pretty much fine. I don't think we need any changes. Okay, so still loading. I guess we'll just ready up while it's loading here. I should check to make sure my body over here is in the right spot so you guys can see all the weapon systems and everything. This mission's taking a little longer to load than some of the previous ones have. Still not too bad, though. Alright, are we going to get a drop in, or are we just going to already be on the planet? I'm curious. Uh-oh. Game? Hello? Please don't tell me you crashed. We're sitting here at 1 second, and I can't click on the cancel button. Music is stopped. It's not a good sign. I do not know if it has saved our progress. I didn't manually save. I know it does auto saves pretty frequently. I think we're just going to have to throw the towel in on this one. Yeah, it says not responding. And the task manager. Okay. MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries. That is the first time we've had a crash with this game. Okay, thank you, Leo, for pointing that out. I will pay more attention to it when we start, and I'll try and adjust my head. I realize that my head is slightly lower than it was the previous time I did this, so... Alright, so fingers crossed, we have a good autosave. So, load. Yeah. Yeah, so it should have given us this autosave when we entered the system. Well, we'll see. I might have to redo the one contract that we signed on for. Okay. Everything's repaired. Question is, where are we? We're in patent. Yeah, so we have not done this yet. So everything we did when we entered the system hasn't been done yet. We didn't do a whole lot, though. It's mostly just picking between these two. So we already chose picking up the pieces, so we'll go with that. And then we're going to go with bolster the front, I believe, was the good contract we did. We put 1 point there. We put up to 10 shares there. And we'll do 1 in damage coverage. And I'm just going to go ahead and move my head while I'm thinking about it. I'm just going to move it slightly. Okay, that's going to be that. Hopefully it doesn't crash this time. It sure was taking a long time to load, which normally I don't see that long of a load time. And it's doing much faster now. Maybe that's a good sign. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, our lance is looking pretty good. Now, I hope it doesn't crash again. Still taking longer than it's taken before. If it crashes again, I'm gonna probably just have to go, okay, we're not doing this mission. Because there seemingly is some kind of problem with it. which is a bummer because I don't really want to do an escort mission. I'm really afraid that that's not going to go well. Escort missions have always been the bane of anyone's existence that has played, well, really, honestly, any game, but those have always been not very fun missions in any of the MechWarrior games. Because the... Okay, hey, we loaded in. It's progress.
Allied forces are attempting to withdraw from this area and need us to screen their retreat.
Okay, I am covering it up slightly. Let me just pull myself up just slightly.
As long as possible. We have an opportunity for a hefty combat bonus the longer we can hold the enemies back.
Okay. Try to help your allies under siege. Clear off existing enemy forces. So it seems like we're going with numbers of enemy forces rather than actually protecting the base itself. You're using your jump jets over there, buddy?
Target acquired.
This target looks like it's...
Tango down.
Oh, stuff behind us. Looks like my allies took care of that. Okay,
Target acquired.
something up there. Oh, we have ally... Ooh. We got ally mechs in the field.
Target destroyed.
Mech
Target
over here.
acquired.
Like a spider. Yeah, so we got an allied Centurion here. I just smacked really hard.
Enemy forces moving in, Commander.
Okay.
Get ready for them.
Another wave.
Target acquired.
Okay, we've got a mech. Looks like another spider. I'm gonna go away up this way. There might be a way up on the top of this ridge. Yeah, it looks like there is. Oh, there's the spider. I'm not sure it can get to me up here. Oh, something's hit me from over there. Hi.
Nice kill, Commander.
Oh, that one might blow up. Get out of here, get out of here.
Enemy
I don't know where my legs are.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander. ETA unknown.
Okay, there's enemies over this way.
Target acquired.
The left side's taking quite a bit of damage, but that's okay, because there's not a whole lot over than that side. Oh, we got some helicopters coming in.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Got him. I didn't lead it quite good enough.
Destroyed. New target acquired.
We'll try and kill this vehicle.
Target destroyed.
Okay, now we'll worry about the mech.
Additional bogies setting an intercept course on your position.
Oh, mech's probably dead. Alright, let's look for air contacts, because we can oftentimes see them coming way early. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, okay, contacts on the other side of the base.
Target acquired.
Not a very good shot there, but...
Target down.
It's gonna be harder to hit these guys at range with them moving all around. I juked it. Alright, let's focus on the... Oh, that's an urban mech. Ow, don't hit me with AC-10s. I'm gonna focus on the urban mech because it can do more damage.
Watch it. My
Got
last
him.
kill is about to explode.
Enemy forces
Okay.
continuing to converge on your location. Stay frosty, Commander.
Oh, there's some more enemy mechs. Ah,
Target acquired.
Oh, vehicle. Got him. Another vehicle up on this ridge. Oh, it's a helicopter.
Acquired. Target
Got him.
destroyed.
Alright, now let's focus on the mech behind me.
Target destroyed.
Got him. Okay.
Target
The
acquired.
mech over here. Oh, that was not anywhere near.
Target acquired.
Okay, how are our allies doing? Pretty good.
Mission complete, Commander. Every kill from here out is
Alright.
bonus pay. Stick around as long as you like, but don't get too overconfident.
We'll just go to the
Enemy
extract.
forces still have
If we hit
a
anything
sizable
along the way,
hold of
that's
this
extra money.
area. Fall back to the mark-now point when you're ready for evac.
Not sure if our allied mechs stayed alive. I don't see them on the radar anymore. But we didn't get any bonus, I think. Now, as far as I understand of these missions, the enemies will come unendingly, so there's no advantage in sticking it out forever.
My kill.
Alright, good. We killed something.
Target acquired.
It is really hard.
Enemy eliminated.
I think we kill this locust. He's tried to.
Target.
Recon has
Alright,
spotted
go, go, go.
additional bogies, heading along a trajectory that intersects with your position.
Target destroyed.
Oh, hello.
New
Ah.
target acquired. Target destroyed.
Hit a rock, no! Running a little hot.
Looks like you've got their attention. I'm showing multiple hostiles.
Alright, let's get outta here.
On your position.
Target acquired.
Gonna use my autocannon here. Try and,
A job well done, Commander.
Oh no,
Stand by
I
for
went over
pickup.
the extract. We're not gonna get the kill here. Nah. Yeah, killing extra earns you more money. That's pretty much how it works. With that particular contract. Give me a second. There you go. Alright. I paid pretty well. Ooh, okay, so we've got mechs to choose. Spider Mech, Urban Mech, Locust. We already have a Locust 3V. Maybe pick up a Spider Mech. I'm not really that big of a fan of this mech, but we could always sell it. It's the most expensive mech here. And we have 10 salvage at 7. I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up. We have 0 small lasers, so I'll take a tier 1 small laser, sure. Okay. Let me go ahead and just do the last 2 shares being tier 1 LRM-10s because why not? It's the most valuable thing here. Oh. Oh, they're 2 shares apiece. Alright, well, we'll still just take 1 then. Alright, I'll take that. So we got 2.5 million in salvage, which is pretty damn good. Okay, so some skill ups going on. Total damage was under the insurance amount, so we should get all that done for free. Woo. Well, in theory for free. I think you get the money to do the repairs. Alright. So our original plan was potentially do the repairs, then jump over to that other system, do that quest mission, and then jump back over here, doing some repairs, and just kind of do that back and forth, perhaps. Or alternatively, what we could do. All right, so we could do repairs here, then jump to here, and then once we're done with this contract, if we have repairs to do, jump over here perhaps. I don't know what the jump's going to look like until we get there, but if it's a good jump, we jump from here to here. It might go like this, Monroe to Sullivan. I'd still want to go to Sullivan. So from there, we go to Sullivan, do whatever repairs we need to do, and then come back to here, do that other contract, and then do repairs, jump back up to here. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Either that or do repairs, jump over to here. I mean, we could pick either thing. All right, so with that being said, the Spartan's probably going to be too expensive to repair here because it's very badly damaged. So we're probably better off holding on to that until we get into Industrial Zone. So instead, let's do the cheap repairs. I don't think we are going to lose any systems, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the repairs here. So repair. Yeah. Repair. 9 days. That was 3, 9, 5. Should all be within. Then another 3. Okay. And then this way, we could get more backup mechs, and then we wouldn't have to spend as much time being wasted. Because when you do a contract, time passes too. So you can get some repairs done while you're waiting on a contract to complete. Okay, that looks good to me. I don't think there's anything else we want to do in this system. So let's jump over to the other one. Unless we just wanted to wait however many days. How much was it? 9 days. I don't want to wait 9 days. So let's jump over to this place, which is a 13-day trip, so we'll be done with our repairs. Travel. Okay. And we've almost completed a full year. As a matter of fact, I think we will have completed a full year by this point. Because we started in June of 2015. Now we're in 2015. 30 of 15. Okay. I'm gonna peek at the market just cuz, but yeah, so there's a locust here. And some ammo. Alright.